Hello, in this video we're going to take a look at rigging the arm now that we are finished, rigging the leg now that we are finished with the arm. And we're going to do the leg with an IK chain. We can do an IK FK switch on the leg as well, which will make it more robust. But I find that I only use the FK system in very specific situations and very specific types of characters. So for this rig, I am just going to do the IK leg. But if you wanted to do both the IK and FK leg, it would be exactly the same as the arm. Um, but in this case, I'm just going to do the IK leg. So here, I'm just going to push F so that we can expand all the way to the leg here. I'm going to duplicate the leg and then Shift P to unparent it. And then now that that is done, let's hide the bind skeleton. Go here to the visibility, 0, we'll turn it off. Okay, so I have the leg I am going to work with, and let's rename this. There we go. So it's going to remove bind and then add IK. And then I'm going to copy all that and paste it on all of the other joints. Almost done. There we go. So now we have a whole IK chain. Although, now looking at it, I do have the leg here. I need the ankle, but I don't need these two joints. But eventually, I am going to create another setup for the foot in the reverse foot. So let's duplicate from the ankle, and then on this I can delete the ball and the foot or the toes from the original set, and then let's unparent the ankle. And let's rename these now that we have them. And this is going to be the CTR, no, not CTRL, but let's do, this is ankle joint anim. Copy that and then paste it. Okay, so we have the animation foot here, and then we have the IK leg. On this one here, I am going to duplicate this. So I have another chain here, and then I'm just clicking shift and clicking on the plus that will expand it all at once. And I'm going to unparent the knee and the ankle. Then get rid of all of the twist joints. And then let's rename these. This is going to be anim. Okay, it gave me a 1 because the reverse foot for setup for the joints does have an ankle, so that's a good catch. So that way we don't get this messed up and have a name conflict. I'm going to do add an ik underscore anim. That way I don't have a name conflict here. And then I can remove the 1. Okay, now that I have that set up, let's go through and parent these to each other. So we have one chain here. And I'm going to take the leg and the ankle and turn the visibility off. So that way we're only looking at the ik anim chain here. So we can set up the ik controls. So let's go ahead and go to skeleton, create ik handle, go from the hip to the ankle. I have the ik handle, and let's rename this to L underscore leg underscore ik handle. That is great. And it's working. Good. I'm going to turn the geometry off really quick. Just turn the visibility off. So that way we're just looking at the skeleton here. Okay, now that we have that, we can set up the pull vector for this leg. So what I'm going to do is create a control. I'm just going to use an arrow. So I have that there. And we need to make a parent constraint between all 3 of these joints. And it can be a parent or a point constraint. It doesn't matter because we just need the position. Let's do a point constraint. Maintain offsets is turned off. So we selected all the 3 joints as target, then the object to be constrained last. Apply. There we go. So it's positioned right where we need it. Now that we've done that, we can delete the constraint. And over here in the name, let's name this L underscore leg underscore pull. Actually, instead of leg, let's name this knee underscore CTRL. Okay, now that we have it positioned where we need it, we need to set up a aim constraint. So let's go to constraint and open up the aim constraint. We are going to be aiming along the X, so that's perfect. Select the knee, which is the target, object to be constrained is control. Apply. There we go. So now that we've done that, I can select the arrow. Move it out in front. That is fine there. Okay. And then I'm going to delete this constraint to start off with. Actually, no, I'll leave it like that. I'll leave the constraint there, but I do want to set up the groups. So I'm going to use the tool here to create the 0 group for this leg. And if you guys need it, it is in my courses for my students. And if you want it publicly, it is available on Patreon if you become a patron. And I'll leave a link down in the description. But the 0 group here, it creates 2 groups above it, an offset group and a 0 group. It basically makes it set up so that way the groups 0 out for the offset, and if we needed to, we can offset the animation. And then the knee is where the actual control happens. So if we look at the knee here and we move it, it is not doing anything yet because we need to set up the pull vector constraint. So the target is going to be this knee control. The object to be constrained is the IK control. And then let's go ahead and create a pull vector. We can see that it creates the connection there. So now if we select this control, you can see that it moves the knee for us. Go back to 0, that's our default position. And then let's take a look and double check that it matches up with the rest of the skeleton. So I'm going to take the IK leg joint, turn on the visibility, and we should look carefully at the knee and make sure that all of the joints line up right with each other, and they do. So that's perfect. Right now the IK chain only moves the IK anim leg, but we will pause here at this point, and in the next video we'll talk about how to connect everything together to the IK chain that is going to drive the IK or the bind joints. All right, we'll see you guys in the next lesson.